So please tell us, what do you have to tell, a short message for the people who are watching this reading. What do you have to tell us? What message or advice would you like to give? Oh, he says like that you must have felt very burdened, but that this time is now coming to an end. So this kind of burden, you carried a lot of burden, and he also advises like that you have to get rid of this burden. This is a lot of, because if you don't get rid of this burden, you don't come into this kind of passionate energy. Yeah, you see, this is gender unspecific, but this is the King of Wands, which represents a very goal getter, very passionate energy. And so he says that, okay, there is really a strong message that there had been too many burdens for you. Okay, but uh, it's like it comes to an end. I get the strong message that it comes to an end. Okay, but you, this is coming through. The message he wants to give is you have to drop these burdens, because if you drop these burdens, you can free your energy. Okay, you can free your energy because you have a lot of energy and a lot of passion for all your projects. And another thing what is coming through here is that you have to release old kind of grief, which has to do most probably with some kind of relationships. Yeah, grief, really, you just have to let it go. Okay, don't store it. It's a difficult process, yeah, but it's like the time to let these things go, because otherwise you can't really connect to this passionate energy which will help you to achieve all things what you would like to have. Would you like to give another message with this deck, or shall I use the other one? Another card, okay. Take another. Oh, two, three. Yeah, it's a very, very interesting message, because you really refused to see certain things. Okay, you refused to certain things, and you were really clinging to those burdens and to those grief. This is the only thing what made you tick, really. He says, what made you tick? It was like really a completely mad kind, not mad in a positive way, yeah, not weird and mad and being your own way, being uh, like he has no words for that. He says he can't really understand why you were clinging to those kind of negative burdens and grief and all this kind of crap, why you had been clinging to all of these kind of things, yeah, because of this kind of things it was draining your life energy, yeah. And it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You don't cling to this anymore, because if you continue clinging to all this kind of crap, then you will stay like this. There is no other things, yeah. No sugarcoating, yeah. Nothing will get better. Okay. It's no sugarcoating, nothing will change. You will stay trapped with the baggages and you will stay trapped with all the pain because you have lost this person or that person or whatever it may have been. But you can't move forward, and you have the potential to move forward. You have the passionate energy, you have everything. So he says, like, drop it. Yeah, get out of that. And you don't want to see it. You still don't want to see it. And it's really time that you open your eyes, that you open your eyes and you really see what it is. Why are you clinging to this crap? Yeah. And it's really also a time because now is the witch's new year, Samhain is coming, so you just let it go. Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah, he acknowledges that it is not easy because you have this is also stored like in your subconscious. It's stored in yourself, and it's not easy to let it go. But ask yourself, what do you have from it? What do you have if you are stuck with this? Let this in the past. It was an experience, okay? You learned from that. It was not a mistake. Nothing is a mistake. Nothing is a mistake. Don't scold yourself or tell I should have done this differently or should have done that differently. Why didn't I do this and why didn't I do that? Don't scold yourself. Stop with this grab. Stop with it completely. Stop with it and just drop it and leave it where it belongs in the past. It's over, it's over, and you have so many potential. Okay, so would you like to give other messages? Yes. Okay, I get some more cards. Yes. Okay, it's a very very positive message. It's confirming that if you stay in the present moment and you take one step after the other, you will not get overwhelmed and you will not create this baggage again. You will create baggage because you will get overwhelmed because different kind of triggers are coming back because you think you're doing too much and then nothing gets done. Some of you may know this. He says like you have so many ideas and so many projects, but then you feel so much overwhelmed. You say, I could take a photo, I could do this, I could start with a creative project, I could write an article, I could do this, I could create an artwork or whatever it may be, or I could create a film, I could go there, I could go to a dancing class, I start maybe also organic farming, and then you have all these ideas but still nothing gets done because you are overwhelmed. You are getting again overwhelmed, and this is not helping you to get rid of this package. So you stay in the moment and you also take rest. And you go on like this person. You walk here step by step. You just walk step by step. And then it will help you also juggling different kind of situations more easier. Don't do this kind of multitasking, he says. Yeah, this is like a trend. We're doing multitasking. You are cooking or you are cleaning, and at the same time you are talking to somebody over the phone, and then you are also talking over the phone, and you're working on your laptop, or you're doing all different kinds all together. He said this is you are overworking. Okay, and if one day you can't do some kind of work in your apartment, then just let it be. You don't do it. You take rest. Okay, you can do it also tomorrow. When you feel you have to rest, and take rest. Yeah, otherwise you come again and create again new triggers and you never get out of that. Yeah. You never get out of the triggers, you never get out of the grief because that comes back and you said again, I make a mistake, again, I make this wrong and that and that and that. So it will not help you to get out of that. So the thing is like Continue step by step. Even if you do only a very small thing. Don't overwork here, and don't listen to other people who tell you you are lazy and you don't do enough. You have your own rhythm, and you do it in your own way, okay? And again, this card again is again that the pain leaves your life, this eternal pain, and you have stored this pain for much too long. And again, this card in the Six of Wands is success, okay? So he says that you have all the potential for success, but in order to achieve this success in all your projects, yeah, you have to let go. You have to let go of this pain, of this old baggage, and of this grief. What is not helping you now in the present moment, will not help you to always think what happened somewhat in the past. But yeah, he acknowledged again that it's very difficult, because you will say, but how? I can't, I have to remember these things. But it's really important for you to come back to the present moment and to heal. Yeah, if you need, you make also some kind of healing rituals. He says, do whatever helps you to get rid of these tensions in your body also, because all these kind of negative emotions and all this kind of negative experience they have stored in your body, and they creating all these kind of tensions and triggers and emotions what sometimes comes up if something is not really working. So he's quite play direct about that. And he says that if you leave all this kind behind and you work through all this crap and you finally leave it, there is a lot of success for all your projects. So thank you for this message. And yeah, he wishes you all the best. Yeah, he says you have what it takes. But please, he says, please get rid of this crap. This is not serving you. It's completely not serving you, and you will have success. I know this, he says. So thank you again. Thank you again. Also, the powerful lady who came today to the reading. This is in the other video, the reading. So thank you again. And tomorrow there will be the next Sowin reading. And I will again ask if there are some persons who already are on the other side who would like to talk to you and give you some advice. So thanks again, and see you tomorrow.